Today we'll be seeing the part 2 video of DeltaMake EL series. The DeltaMake EL series drive has multiple parameters options. It is like this, grouped into 11 starting from 0 to 10. For the first time it will be very difficult for you to understand, I know, but the top idea is like this, or overview you will be able to see. In a group 0 you will be able to set user parameters, then basic parameters, operation method parameters, output function parameters, input function, multi-step speed, protection parameters, motor parameters and special parameters, communication parameters and PID control parameters. So for any VFD, similarly, we will be able to set multiple parameters. A technician will have to set the parameters for correctly meeting the requirements of end user. Example, we are having different parameters like this, and in the user manual you will be able to see such a table. There will be explanation what it is meant and what are the available settings. There will be having multiple settings, 1 2 3, like, so we'll be able to select a number, a random number, and it is corresponding to whatever it may be. So we'll be able to set that parameters, and it will be mentioning what is the factory set condition. While the VFD is directly available to you from the factory, it will be having a proper setting, or you can also reset to factory settings. For example, let us check one parameter 00.02. So this means that you will be able to set the parameter by checking into the keyboard area where what we have seen previously. So here we will be able to set 00.02 means it is an option to reset the parameters. Suppose in a company you already operate a VFD. Now for some reason you are changing the motor, then you have to reconfigure the settings. That time you may be requiring the parameter to be reset. So that time you go for 00.02, and here there are multiple options. 0, it is parameter can be read and written. So at that time if you are setting a 0, that is the factory setting, you can see already it is 0. So if the 00.02 parameter is set to 0, that means a user will be able to read or write the parameters. And if it is 1, what does it mean? They are read only. That means if a motor is installed with this VFD and 1 as the option is selected, any user will be able to see the parameters, just see only. They won't be able to edit. So it is a protection type of item. And 8 number, it is keypad lock. Keypad lock means you won't be able to use the parameter editing option at all. It is totally locked. As if in our mobiles and all we are locking the keypad now. So it is locked. So if you are knowing the pattern or pin something, then only you will be able to enter into the settings. Similarly, a VFD can be keypad lock. And if it is 9, the parameters can be reset to into a particular section. And this means it will be reset to a factory setting mode. It will be fresh like. So if you are putting the parameter 00.12, then it will be suitable for 50 Hz motor with 230, 400 or 220, 380, depends on additional settings of this parameter. So it is generally for 50 Hz supply systems. If the parameter is 10, the parameters all will be reset to 60 Hz with 220 or 440 with additional setting parameters in 00.12. So you have to search through parameters. There will be number of parameters. This VFD itself is having some 700 parameters. There may be number of parameters like thousands in the VFDs which are having additional features. So this is the way parameter can be set in a VFD. That has to be done practically. Now the wiring part, there is L1, L2, L3 as the input, and RST will be engraved on the terminals. We'll be able to see RST on the terminals where you have to connect L1, L2 and L3 as inputs, and there will be UVW written. From there you will be able to take out the output, and you will be able to use additional optional brake resistors. That means in some application like escalators and all, when switched off it should be immediately stopped. So it is acting as a load for the motor. If the motor has to be stopped immediately, it should be having proper braking. If the motor is suddenly stopped, it will be running continuously because of the inertia of the load. Something is done to avoid that condition so that it is acting as a generator. So that generator will be loaded by a external resistance. So that is known as braking resistor, which is in the brake unit. This is purely optional. This is digital input setup. You will be able to see 6 terminals in this VFD. The number of digital inputs to the VFD decides its cost part also. Here these all are positive signals and digital common is a return part. MI1 and MI2 in this VFD, it is reserved for forward stop or reverse stop. It means if you are wiring a wire from here through a toggle switch and returning back to this terminal, that is DCM, what happens? If you are pressing this to close, it will be rotating in forward direction. If you are opening that, it will be stopping. Similarly, this happens for reverse in the MI2. So these two terminals are reserved in the VFD of Delta EL series for forward stop and reverse stop commands, and these are programmable digital inputs. What is programmable? MI3 to MI6, 3, 4, 5, 6, that is, there are this many terminals available, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 4 terminals are there. It is programmable. It is not very fixed for a single option only. Multiple options are there. That is why it is known as multi-function input. A wide variety of functions can be done by this input terminals. The parameter to set this item, it is in 4.05 to 4.08 for the multifunction input. We have to see the manual for its conditions. And plus 24 volt it is given, and it will be giving you 50 milliampere maximum, and it can be used in some external feeding condition. It will be required. And control terminals, some control terminals are known as analog input terminals. We have seen in the block diagram of previous video AVI and ACM. AVI is the analog voltage input or analog current input mode, and there is analog current analog common. We have discussed this part. What is this necessity? Actually, it is giving input from the external process condition. For the testing purposes, we can connect an external potentiometer. Finally, what happens if you are changing a potentiometer? We can control the speed of the motor. If the potentiometer is set to 0, it will be running at 0 speed. If it is put in the 5 kilo ohm volt, 5 k ohm range, it will be running at the maximum speed. If it is the mid part, the speed also will be mid. Practically, if we are putting AVI, it is taking 0 to 10 volt DC, and if it is ACI, it will be taking 4 to 20 milliampere from the external processes. There is multifunction relay output terminals, which is a potential free relay. We will be having two contacts RA and RB, NO and NC respectively, and a relay common to the output. Depending on some condition, this RA can be closed and RB can be opened. We will be able to run external circuit through this way. The external circuit capacity is mentioned here. If it is a resistive load, 5 ampere through NO and 3 ampere through NC can be taken out, and under inductive load it is 1.5 ampere only and 0.5 NC at 240 volt, and it is on parameters 3.00. Next is analog output meter. It is giving you a 0 to 10 volt output with a maximum of 2 milliampere current in the range of 0 to 50 hertz output. If you are getting frequency output, correspondingly we will be getting a voltage at these terminals. So this can be used for some other scaling purposes. The parameters are set in 3.03 and 3.04. In VFDs, we will be coming through the main control methods. It is known as 2-wire or 3-wire control mode. Whatever may be the manufacturer, they may be specifying similar words only, 2-wire or 3-wire control method. Here you will be seeing two methods of 2-wire control. What is 2-wire control? You will be seeing for the positive 2 wires are there, and depending on its connection, we will be able to run the motor in the forward direction, run the motor in the reverse direction, otherwise stop. So this is the one method. Otherwise you will be able to run and stop in one button, forward and reverse in another button. We need not put additional starters and all. It is just a feather button can be operated. About 3-wire, you will be able to see 3 wires are coming out and a common it is available. You will be able to program it, run and stop button and a common reverse or forward switch. It is purely depending on your requirement. Manually or controlled by a separate PLC, you will be able to control this item.